And hello YouTube, welcome back to Final Fantasy 16. And let me tell you, since we last streamed this game last week, there's been an update to this game, which is going to change everything. It's going to change everything. Let's just quickly go through it now, because this is incredible. First of all, we go to config. We go to one of these options. Actually, first of all, camera settings. One of the new settings that's been added. Oh, it's not in the graphic settings. Ah, yes, here it is. Motion blur. Motion blur. We're going to take this all the way down to off. We don't need no motion blur. We don't need no blurry nonsense in our game. We just want it to be true goodness. Ew, motion blur. Exactly, Nathan. So we're going to turn that off. But that's not even the biggest thing that's happened. We now have controller layouts. We have controller layouts. And what this means is, if we go over to type D here, look at it now. Circle is dodge. We can dodge with circle at last. We can dodge with circle at last. We can dodge with circle. Now you know what's going to happen is I'm going to keep getting it the wrong way around now. I'm going to be like, oh, R1 isn't dodge anymore. R1 isn't dodge anymore. So let's see how many times that happens today. Yeah, you don't need it. Don't need motion blur, Nathan. We just don't need it. Okay, so before we crack on with anything else, we're going to start stream as we always do with a bit of love for the pup. That's from me, boy. Enjoy it. Oh, but of course, Rasusu also redeemed Pet the Bloody Dog.
Feel good, boy.
So there's one from Rasusu too. There we are. There we are. Very good. All right, let's crack on with some story progress.
The men of the rock were carting off our crystals for themselves.
The finest fabric.
The most fragrant.
So we were going down, yeah, making for Drake's Fang. We just managed to get access through the gates. That's right. We worked with that guy who owns the blacksmith, and he'd arranged passage so that we could go through the gates. And we are in pursuit of our boy Titan.
We should get going soon.
Look at that dodge. Dodge. Dodge with a circle. It's a circle dodge. R1. Bosh. Circle. Dodge. Love it. That's how it always should have been.
Come on, girl. The gate's open now. We can press on.
That's how it always should have been. That would mess you up so much. What, the changing the controls over? Yeah, I'm probably going to make a lot of mistakes today as a result of this, but I think it needs to happen. I'd rather have one stream where I'm getting it messed up than carry on. Carry on doing it the way I was. What's down here? It looked like it was blocked off on the map, but... Oh, it is blocked off.
Get that damned wagon fixed. Unless you'd rather our men in Dalamil starved.
I mean, I could...
It's gone, Captain. There's nothing I can do.
I could just literally walk down here, right? I could easily fit down there. Easily. Clive is not a big guy. He limits his calorie intake. He exercises. Look at him sprint. This is his daily workout. He just sprints everywhere. Not even a half sprint either. He's proper going for it. Look at it. He's pounded it.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows.
I thought I got away with it.
All on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am.
Oh.
And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
Pet the dog, yes. Oh, Uncle Scritches.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Kupka. Nice. Okay, so I think we'll just press straight on. There's no more quests to do. Chuckles, I was saying you didn't actually confirm if we were definitely meeting tomorrow. You just was like, that could work, but you didn't say yay or nay, and that's what I was asking earlier. And now everyone is misconstruing that. Oh no, look at him, he's not happy. Hit the table. Yes, I knew it.
Fuck! What have they start? What has that gutter rat done to me?
So when he goes into like primal form, will he have hands then?
Out of my sight, wench!
Rude.
I'll kill you, Rossfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Ah!
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A mother crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you?
Oh, he's giving him a little stroke on the head.
Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon.
That's true. That's true, that did happen.
Like Benedicta Harmon.
That's exactly who I was thinking about.
She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did. Benedicta.
There's that prelude theme again.
Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Oh Christ, there's going to be one hell of an icon
Run
battle
along now, Hugo.
in this place.
You need only follow the light.
There is going to be one hell of a fight.
Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
He didn't like the smell of his own hand. Clive has a smelly hand, look at her, we just saw it. He smelled his hand and then pulled a face.
Orcs.
You all saw it.
Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Poor Torgal. He's got a sensitive nose. Please don't be a stealth mission in a non-stealth game. Don't ruin this game by putting a stealth section in. Don't ruin it.
Are the beast then part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen?
Pet the bloody dog!
Oh, Christ. Oh, okay. R1 is now to do that dash thing. I did it right away, right at the start. R1 is not dodge.
Taken over the entire mine.
This is going to take some getting used to, actually.
Time to fight.
Oh.
So much for the men of the rock. Dalmekia's finest.
I can't pet the dog in a mission, Chuckles, so we're going to have to wait until this mission is over. It's going to be stealth. Just realized the PFP is Cloud Sword using... Oh, yeah. Arcana King, have you only just noticed? It's only been like a year or so, but, you know, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, the logo is a J and an L. That is it. Foxtail art thing. Well, it was originally supposed to be like sword and fire, so it's supposed to be like, you know, physical attacks and magic attacks kind of thing. But it ended up just looking like a fox's tail. But I never admit to that. So. You look closely. Ooh, you can just make out Blobby. Really? Hang on a sec.
Ooh.
Don't see it myself. I don't see it myself. Do you know what? I think I might have to switch back. I think I've been playing too long now with R1 as dodge. For this, like the fix has come too late for me. I'm already lost. But for you guys, who may not have played this yet, for you it might be okay. I'm going to carry on a bit longer. Let's see how we go, but I'm struggling. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. I might have to switch it back. Dodge, I know, M zones. Dodge is better. Yeah, it's where it's supposed to be, but I'm struggling the other way now. I keep doing it the wrong way round.
Animals, you should never have left Ash.
Ow. Who did that? I just did it again. I just pressed R1. I'm doing it too many times. I'm hitting dodge when I'm meaning to hit. I've got the opposite problem to what I had before. I've got the opposite problem now, so I'm gonna have to change it back. I can't. I've ruined it for myself. I was looking forward to this moment so much, and I can't do it. I can't do it. It's too long. It's been too long. For me, it's been ruined. But for you guys, it could still work. Save yourselves. So, we'll have to change the stream title again then. Dodge is not 0. What's that noise? That might actually bait people now. The people will start coming in and be like, oh, you know, you could change the settings, don't you? I'm like, yes, I know. I know.
Stairs. This must be the way out.
Clive knows what stairs are. Then you ban them. I'm sorry, that would have broken his back. That would have broken his back, getting launched on some stone stairs that hard.
Sneaking past this one. How did it get in here?
Fuck hell. I forgot to pull the damn it. Oh my god. I wish this thing would stop teleporting around. Stop using your unique ability, would you? I just missed them. Hey, Drusifer. I'm very much enjoying this. Very much enjoying this. Ow. Oh, oh, I finished him with a knockout punch. Yes. Oh. Yeah, I definitely need dodge as R1 now. I've completely destroyed it for myself. It's just how it has to be. Crystals. Dodge needs to be square for you. Really, Galax?
By the flames.
By the flames.
Come on, Toggle.
Da 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 da. Through the fire and the flames.
Kuka never did do things by halves. As if taking the mother crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
Oh no, I didn't take a picture. Listen to Torgal. You got some pants on you, boy. You're a panty boy. No, I mean... Okay, whatever. Oh wow, that's quite a pose. It looks like I've hit Torgal! No, this didn't happen. It didn't happen the way... This isn't as violent as it looks. Okay, listen. This is not what it looks like. This is not what it looks like. This isn't what it looks like. Taking a picture of that, though. It's not what it looks like. Okay? No, it's not what it looks like. It's just not, alright? Wow. How'd you go up? Raise camera. There we go. Toggle got whiplash. It's not what it looks like, I swear. It's not what it looks like. See, he's fine. He's fine. He's fine. Hurry up. It must be killing you that I'm procrastinating the cutter. Come rescue Toggle. He's fine. I promise.
Let the trial begin.
What the hell?
Spirits Within. That's the movie. That's the really bad failed movie. Oh, fuck you. It's hard to focus on the fight when the music gets this epic. Ah, damn, I had the wrong icon on. Get up. Oh my God. Get up.
Nice try.
Bosh, bosh! Bosh, bosh. He tripped and fell down the stairs, I swear. That's how the M-zoned. No, the dog is fine. He didn't get hit in the face by a fireball at all. Darkwing, it goes incredibly. I don't know how much of that fight you saw, but my God, that's just like a little taste, a little taste. This game looks so damn amazing. Ipsy, I mean, he's just right. It's incredible. It's really good. It's really, really good. It's really good. Hello, how you doing? You've beaten the game. Excellent. I'm kind of jealous and I'm kind of not because I don't want it to end. I don't want it to end. New Game Plus. It's never over.
Seems we're expected.
So this is the power of Muthos.
You've seen nothing yet, mate. You've seen nothing. In Diablo 4, trying to kill dungeons with enemies 7 levels higher than me. How's that going for you? I'm going to assume not efficiently. Any more potions in here? I'm alright for high potions, but it might be worth me actually switching out my strength tonics. There's a chest over here. Love reliving through others. That's why I watch Final Fantasy VII streams, particularly first playthroughs. That same feeling. This might end up being another one of those. I zoomed well until the butcher showed up. Oh, hello. Oh, game face. Oh shit, I'm not on the right icon. Hello? Can I have a new game plus for real life? I wish. Searching on Google how many classes you got. Stop winning. I'm sorry, Palu. I'm sorry. When you set classes there, Ripsy, for a second my head switched to Final Fantasy 14 mode. And I was thinking of my classes in 14. Stop being good. I know you like to see me lose at games, Palu. I know it's your thing. We've all got a thing. That's yours. Look at her. I like to see people struggle. I do sometimes struggle in this game. You know, I've said before, the one criticism I have of this game. One criticism I have is when you do lose a boss fight, the game is overly forgiving to you. Gives you more health, more potions. Doesn't let you find a way out of the problem yourself. It just goes, here you go. Start the fight with only 25% boss health left, with all your health and all your potions refilled. Away you go. Have a full limit break while you're at it. And you're just like, no.
What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
Just realized Spotify was still playing in the background. On my side. 90% of the people that join this streams thing. Lack of subtlety with boss rooms. Yep, that's a boss fight coming up. Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's a big open space. Yep, boss fight. Some opponents will use the ability Bravery to invigorate nearby allies, enhancing their performance in battle. Look for the sword up icon and defeat these targets quickly or risk taking extra damage. I'll just kill them the way I always do, by hitting them until they're dead.
Nice try.
Got him.
Hello there.
Thought I could hear Cliff Richard playing. We're all go. No, we're not. Pacifist run when? Toggle only 100%. That would not be pacifist. That would be good boy. That would be a good boy run. That would be bestest boy run. Hey VJ, how's it going?
First orcs, now these nightmares.
Happy
Is
Monday.
this you're doing, Ultima?
Ultima. I'm not sure how I feel about Ultima being a like character. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Wow, I can precision counter on other enemies. So I can like, did you see that? I didn't realize I could do that. I can dodge an enemy's attack and then carry out the precision counter on a different enemy. See that? I did it again then. The boss is attacking me. I'm dodging him. And taking out the counter on his compadres. Didn't know you could do that. I use ranged enemies attacks for free counters with Titan's Perfect Block is broken good. I haven't really tried to use Titan's Block ability yet. Anybody home?
You've been busy, Kupka. But where did you go?
Brunette likes us to take pictures. Let's not shoot Torgal in the face this time. Just a thought. Oh, got cramp in my hand.
He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Torgal.
Before you come on, Torgal, let's just... Yep. Do you know, I actually quite like having an icon that doesn't have one of its super abilities and just having like these basic abilities. So I'm going to keep that as it is. We could upgrade Tornado or the Fire one. The Tornado one's pretty good. It gets the stagger gauge down pretty fast. So I might upgrade Tornado. Though I do like doing damage. Do like doing damage. Let's read the descriptions on them. Maybe that will sway me. You vote fire. Summon a massive pillar of fire that burns all enemies caught within the flames while also... Oh, it restores HP? I didn't realize that. That actually might swing it. Summon a tornado that slowly hunts down nearby enemies and upon ensnaring them, inflicts multiple hits. Yeah, I mean, that, like I say, that's good for staggering, but this heals. I think that might win it. Can't jump on his bed. Won't let me. There's 2 doors here. What's in this door? I guess it's the way down there. I was just going to jump off the balcony, but I guess this is the way you're actually supposed to go. We're gonna have a fight out here. This looks like a place for a fight.
Pet the bloody dog!
Oh, Chuckles, that's 2 pets you want him. For God's sake. Whoa, 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 whoa. What was that? What was that extra little sausage at the end there? I love a little extra sausage.
That had better be the last of them.
All right. Kubka? Kubka.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much. Kuka! swear to you, my love, we will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
Where's her clothes? She must be cold. Oh no, she's not so cold now.
You get away from her. Benedicta! I'll kill you, Oswald!
Uh-oh.
Oh shit, he's priming.
Uh-oh.
Not now.
Exactly now. Time to flame on.
Come on.
Wrong franchise.
Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without.
Come to me, Ifrit!
Hello there.
Hello there. Chaos. All right, here we go. Big boy's not happy. Yeah, I knew he'd get his hands back. Come on then. Ah! Ah! I bloody love the icon battles. Come on, Ifrit, take him down. What the hell is Firelight? Just saw it. I've got 6 of them. I vaguely remember a tutorial about that. Ah! Oh, right. I see. They're for healing. Oh my god, he did some dancey. What's it called? What's the name of that martial arts where you kind of dance? Is it capoeira or something like that? He just did a little bit of that. Capoeira, yeah. Got him. Go. Where you gone? What are you doing? Whoa!
Nice trick. But if you can do it, then so could I!
Brimstone. Fucking hell. Clive has learned the ability Brimstone. Hold and release R2 and square to emit a violent explosion. Hold R2 and square longer to increase explosion size and strength. Press X at any time to cancel the charge. Ifrit is invulnerable to damage while charging Brimstone. Suffering an attack, however, will automatically trigger the explosion.
Let's give this a try.
I'm going to forget that I have that ability. I know it already. Look at him go! He is doing capoeira or whatever, however you say. I don't even know how you pronounce it, but he's definitely doing it. He's an agile man. He may be big, but he can move. Oh, damn. Brimstone was still charging. I thought that was going to be epic. It was not epic. I just got crushed. Oh, no. That did not go to plan. Everything fell apart there. That worked. Tighten his brunette. Hey, Husky Bear. What did I just do? I pressed something. Damn it, I wasn't... Ah, damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, he's smacking me like Hulk and Loki. Yes! Yes, Ifrit! Oh, hey, Blue Phoenix, how's it going? Oh my god. Get up, boy. The fuck?
Thunder, help me. It's do or die. I'm coming.
Oh. Okay, I pressed R1 then. Wait, the rock's home in on me? God damn it. Go, 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 go. Jeez. Lion King Stampede level, Electric Ridge. Saw you in a prior fight. Oh. Hang on a second, let's see. Get out of it, fly. Oh! I'm supposed to be shooting. Oh my god. Shit. Please stand up. He couldn't stand up. Nice. He's armless.
I've got you now.
I have you now. How can he think this is doing it? Like, I'm just tapping him on the arm. Ah! Hey, Scott. You've joined us at a rather intense time. We're going to get a staggered Titan soon, I think. There he goes. I wonder what everyone else is thinking while these two are just hamming it out here. Everyone else is just like, holy fuck, run away. Where's Torgal during all this? Buried under an avalanche somewhere.
What the dog doing?
What the dog doing? Exactly. Got him. Oh yeah, I'm still fighting. Oh no, cutscene. Oh. Singer struggles for oxygen over time. Oh, I'm getting cramp in my hand. Stagger. Nice. Now smack him with it. Yes! I knew it! Hey, Theo. What now? Oh. Oh, what am I doing? What the hell? It just changed into an old school arcade flying sim thing. Oh my fucking god, oh my fucking god, oh my fucking god, oh my fucking god, oh my fucking god. Starfrit 64. I didn't say it. I was just surprised is all. Ah, what the fuck? Where'd you come from? Ah, what the fuck? Oh. There was a mini Titan in the Titan. There was a Titan in the Titan. was doing charged up shots, but whilst they're doing quicker damage, I can't dodge as easily with a charged up shot. Oh yeah, you can attack in this. There he goes. Oh, how was I meant to dodge that? I know I'm being quiet. I'm just trying to watch his attacks so I can dodge them. Not always succeeding. Got him. That seems to be his standard line at the moment. If you can do it, so can I. Oh, what? Oh, what? Oh, that was fun. Yes. He's landing on the fly. Yeah, I know. I know. Oh, that was a deep hole that they were falling through. This fight made you feel 3 years older by the end. Oh my god. That was a deep hole. We went in deep. I like that though when he had the big hands and he was like that was a fun part. How long they fell? They want to calculate. Yeah, they came out the other side of the planet, Husky Bear. They were going that long. They're still going. And apparently are now up in the air. There goes another. Oh, Cupca. Cupcake.
Is that you, Ultima? What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished.
So the hooded guy is the other hooded guy is Ultima.
Strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears is we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Joshy washy.
Thank you, Joshua.
Its lucky color is red. You
One
may
can
be
no more
celebrating
command the power of
too.
ether by drowning in its flood. Then one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Ooh. Holy Order of the Night Dragoon. He act like asbestos. Gets stuck in the lungs.
I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
Oh, right.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
Not in Final Fantasy 14. What the? That came out of nowhere. I thought he was his physician. Doctor-patient thing going on, you know?
Terence, would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always
Okay,
be
they just
your
did.
loyal servant.
They just did. Wonder if he buys his potions from that little girl.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Has that news already
I
reached?
could avoid doing battle at all.
I mean, that literally just happened.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor. What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ah! Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I think he's going to join our party. I think he's going to rebel. He's going to join us.
What is it now?
I think he's going to be forced to rebel. Oh.
Forgive the intrusion, Your
It's
Highness.
Joshy Washy.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
Once upon a time, there were a naughty Titan, and we had to teach him a lesson. Arcana King went to London and back in that break. Swift. Swift King. That's what they should call you. Oh yeah, I owe 2 scritches from Chuckles.
Pet the bloody dog!
And 1 from Lucetta.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
Welcome home, Sid.
I am the Cid. No new weapons. New marks, though.
seen troops amassing at every border crossing.
Hey up, Jill.
Clive, you're back. I am. And with
Imagine Gav and Jill got together while we were away after interrupting that little moment that we were having.
Betrayal. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movement since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
Have a word with Vivian.
That's how they speak. Oh, there's loads. The Valkyrie Desert, Empty Hovel, the Cattery, the Jaw, and just question mark. Okay, let's start from the start. Among Republican merchants, reports abound of caravans being crushed by a black boulder, a creature indeterminate in nature but quite decided in size, strength, and spite. He or she who took it upon themselves to seek out and slay this black mass would earn the eternal gratitude not only of the desert traders, but of the curse breakers who risk life and limb with every trip through the valley. The Valkyrie Desert, Dalmekia. Who's in my party right now? I might wait till Jill rejoins my party before I start these, actually. We'll make it a bit easier.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the
That's what I was thinking, okay.
Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
A bigger map.
The kingdom of Walud claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Walud shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang? only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed. It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloed standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the royalist betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are.
Yeah.
Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Right then, spread the word. Let's tell everyone. Hey, did you know that Kupka guy? You know Cupcake? You know Ugo Cupcake? He got really big, and then he got dusty. Genuinely. That's how it happened. It's the humongous cupcake.
Clive, have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Do you need to change your pants?
He's crying. He is. Big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right.
They don't need telling twice. They're like, yes, no school. Out we go. Yahtzee. Let's go swimming.
Dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
He's beside himself. It's quite cute.
After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him with my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
I thought you were having the day off.
It means a lot.
He's not having the day off.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though. Is it business or pleasure?
Business or what now? Do I want to equip this? 5 more attack, but 10 less damage. I might buy it, but I don't want to equip it just yet.
Blind, you know.
I'll just have it in the old inventory.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Blackthorn, you know, Hugo Kupka, he's dead now.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
That's how he speaks.
Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Cid.
I am the Cid.
I'll try to live up to the name. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
What do you need? A Sancfordian, do you? Should last you a good while.
Now it can be equipped because the magic stays the same. So that is better. Ooh, I can make those now.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Not bad.
Not my best work, but it'll do.
I am the Cid.
Anything else?
Ooh, look, it's a curvy blade. Nice. Okay. Any side quests yet? No. Just gotta go see to our mark once Jill returns to the party.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
She's good, Brunette. She went back to work today.
So, the professor's
back
got
to
a
some
soft
normality.
side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Cid. You should tell him.
I am the Cid.
You're right. I should. And I will.
I am the Cid.
When you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave. Very well. I'll suggest it.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Anything catch your eye?
Oh, there is something. Let's quickly do this quest, and then we will pick up again. I like to keep on top of the old side quests. I don't like them building up too much.
Cid.
I am the Cid.
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless.
It's not just the crystals. Bearers are having trouble with their magics as well.
Hmm. Yeah, it's quite an issue.
Hello.
Ah, Clive.
Cid.
Your timing is exquisite, as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will.
Oh yeah, must not forget. Little treat. And then this is from Chuckles. Little Chuckles Scritch. Oh yeah. And then a little feeding in between, just to, you know, keep you on your toes a little bit. We don't want you getting hungry in the midst of all these scritches. And then we got one more from Chuckles. Another little Chuckles Scritch. We had a double Chuckles Scritch. Little snack. Again, don't want that belly getting sore. In between all these scritches. And then we had one more scritch. Come here. Some Laketta love. Yeah, excellent.
Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
That's right, I said Laketta love. This isn't right.
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods.
Ask Karen, Brunette.
Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it, screeching out from between the trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you.
You ran away because someone was sharpening a sword?
Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then.
Oh, right,
What do
okay.
you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
I only spoke to one person, but apparently that was enough. We don't need to validate her claim with the other two people that showed up on the map marker. We can just go straight there now. It's efficient, at least.
You there. Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape.
They thought they were hiding so well. Hey, you! Yeah. Fuck.
What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Do you know who I am? I am the Cid. You don't get to make threats upon my life.
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lostwing? I need to warn Quentin.
And the Clip Queen is on it today. Clip Queen is active. La 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 la. I like picking flowers in the forest. La 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 la. They smell so nice and clean. Oh dear. Clive.
The crystals we get from the tail are all but
I heard you say that already.
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds. Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lostwing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it, And fight it I did in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport.
Mm-mm.
I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered, and he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him, and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target.
This guy's not messing around.
With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades. And our revenge is already in motion.
I didn't expect this side quest to be so heavy.
Numerous and well trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
Well, that escalated really, really quickly from like some bearer refugee camp into suddenly like, oh yeah, we've been raising a secret militia. I'm just going to casually drop that knowledge bomb.
That his lordship's vultures should be found circling the village can mean only one thing. That he means to strike at us before we can strike at him. There is no time to lose. The final stage of our plan must be put into motion.
Don't be scared, boy. It's okay. Come here. You don't need to be scared.
After it.
There you go. You'll be okay, boy.
I feel good, boy.
Don't worry. Don't be sad. Right then. We are done here, so we go here. And we go back to... Oh, hello. There's a little questy over here. Let's have a little pee-pee at what this is. What's wrong with my language tonight?
Take a sniff, good sir.
Gone, just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. Then that's where I'll start.
Early to be going back to Drake's Fang, isn't it? We've only just left. Yep, I guess I've got to go there.
Where did all the men
Oh, at least we don't have to go all the way.
Plates and pots!
And once we get outside, I guess I can summon my, summon Ambrosia. Yeah, there we go.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Crystal. Mines.
Thanks, girl.
Oh, shit.
My blade yet hungers, and so do I. Come. Let us feast on your flesh.
Your feasting days are over.
Get up. Get up.
Activating combat mode.
Oh, Christ almighty. Come on, get up. Pet the bloody dog!
Let's try.
That's not going to work right now. But I will. I'm not allowed outside the green. Comes in. That sand attack is horrible. Oh, I was hoping that'd be a potion. This is not a good fight. Get up! Did that a bit too early. That was a bit premature. Oh my god, how did I lose all my health? Maybe running into the sand was not a good idea. Where'd you go? Back off, back off. Got him. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Is he dead? No. No! Yes! Yes! Oh my god! Oh, that was like that much health left. Oh god, that was so close.
Daddy, chill.
Oh, no chill. No chill. That's not the first one to come down to the wire, no, but that was so close that I thought I died. That I thought that like slowdown was me dying. Oh.
Those who kill for sport deserve no better.
Oh my god, that was hype. That was hype. I'm completely out of potions now, so better be careful. Let me just pick this item up over here. Hopefully it's a potion. Be a potion. Come on, be a potion. I specifically didn't want to do those marks until I had another member of my party with me, but I just happened to stumble across that one.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? Certainly not a baker. Master must rue the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin, but I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. Oh, I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
So I guess this is kind of like artistic. This is like a bad option, I would say, in his particular case. Or we could make him be productive and focus on becoming that baker. I'm going to say focus on your work. Go back to the baker. Start again. Learn a trade. Get back on your feet, man. Come on.
Focus on the job at hand. Think about what you can do right now.
What use is proofing loaves when... Wait. Perhaps the solution has been in the bakery all along. You've opened my eyes. Thank you, friend, and fare thee well.
Wait. Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
It's an American Pie moment. I mean, I'm hoping we don't go back and find the place on fire. It's not on fire.
Fragrant herbs and spice.
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my
No
wayward
fire.
apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself. Her steepled peaks, her fulsome
It literally
spurs,
does have a
her
hole in it.
inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang without her crater? Why, no Fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals! Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the Fang.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something.
He's like,
Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight.
Not a chance.
I might even have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
Does your thanks come with money? Got bills to pay. Can't pay the bills with thanks. It came with 800 money, so yes, it did come with money. It's fine. I accept your thanks.
Now, Dusan, I know you're keen, but do you have to...
Why didn't you just create a meringue? He's learning still. He doesn't know meringues exist. James can pay the bills if you like. Comment and subscribe. Ooh. There's a yeah. Too complicated. Let's see. Are we done with side questing now? Is that all of our little green markers done? I do think it is. I do happen to think it is.
It's true.
So we got to go speak with Mid, then we got to go see Sid the First, and then I'm not sure, and then I want to get those marks. So there's that.
I think Mig might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise.
NCC 1701.
Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in.
You all knew what I was talking about, though. What does that make you?
Shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching.
I am the ideal... I'm a master crafter in
Stack will be made up
14.
of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels
Plating.
hot vapors away from the engine.
Don't need to know what it's for. Just tell me what I need to make.
The helm over the top, that disperses
Helm.
all that heat into the air.
Don't need to know. Plating, helm. Whoops.
And the shielding around the sides.
Plating, helm,
That
shielding.
stops the rest of the ship from going
Don't
up
need
in
to know.
flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
You'll go, looks like some motion parts. Yeah, I don't know the problem. I'll make these.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Look, that's how the blacksmith talks. You all know it. I don't know why I'm the only one who hears it, but it is just the way it is. Clive really doesn't need to know the details, Mid. He's not a ship crafter. Exactly my point. Exactly my point. All I need to know is a direction and a purpose. I do not need to know everything else around. I don't need to know the life story. Tell me what way to go and what to do when I get there.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
No.
Hell with it.
Alright then.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Krieger's Tates. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gav and Otto in here, will you?
All right.
And now we're going to walk in on Gav, Kiss, and Jill, and we'll be like, what?
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual saw grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
Have we made our minds up?
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Oh, I see. Gav, I want to keep my eye on you. I think you're after
Gav,
Jill.
You're with me.
Not leaving you alone with her.
All right then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy.
That's no resistance. Avoid overheating. He
That's
needs to
down
rest.
past
This is the
Dalamil.
rest. No, I know, Floral. I've said that before,
I'll go and
actually.
scout the place out.
I've said that
See about
before.
hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff
It's
back
like
to.
constantly like this. Like, epic, 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 epic. Chill, chill, chill. Epic, 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 epic. Chill, chill, chill.
Take care.
You two, don't go letting them fleece ya.
Fleece me? I like to see him try.
In your own time.
Wouldn't be responsible players having stress-induced heart attacks if it kept on high gear. It's true. Right then, we are going to yeah, the Danny Mill. We're going back there again. Just left her. If every scene is epic, will it stay epic? Good question. Very, very thought-provoking.
Looks like I found the river. Where's Gav?
Yeah. Oh, he better not be with Jill. He better not be with Jill. Gav? There you are.
Be safe. Sorry to keep you, Gav.
For now.
Better late than never.
I will soon.
I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
I don't want to race. I just want to pick it up. Lying about begging to be bagged? Why? That's me.
So this is Stardust. It just looked like black sand to me.
In fact, you didn't know Otto was a character until the new hideaway really started. It's telling of this decision. Wait, he was in the original hideaway? What was he doing there? I thought he only appeared in the new hideaway. What? Did I miss that? Absolutely one of the OGs. He appears a few times. What? He's just like a background character. Maybe I'll spot him if the second time I play this through. Maybe I'll spot him.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
Gav's been kidnapped. We're gonna have to go rescue him. Oh yeah, I haven't bought my new items yet. I need to stock up.
What the dog doing?
What the dog doing? What is the dog doing? Toggle? Toggle? Ah, there you are. Oh, don't worry me like that, Toggle.
When did you get so big?
It's from Sodeo. Sodeo can give you a little scritch there.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Leading the wounded during the side quest tutorial. Did he escape with Clive? No. All those people died. Oh, the side... Okay, okay. Okay. I went back a bit too far in the gameplay there.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
What do you think about me and Jill? I don't think it's a good match, mate. I think you should just not. Don't bring it up with her. Don't bring it up with her. It's just not for the best. Do you know what I mean? I don't think you'd get on. Not a good match.
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
Good point.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise.
It's my relationship with Chuckles.
So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to.
Don't jinx it.
Thanks to you.
Jinx it. I do like Gav. I do like Gav.
Right.
But he better stay away from Jill.
For one day, we'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Meanwhile, Otto's put us in the red by buying really expensive Stardust. Woof. What's the dog doing? Toggle has the best speeches. Silence. Woof.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
I really don't like that you can't pet Torgal in the hideout. Absolutely should be able to pet him in the hideout.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. Or beat sneaking around on your Todd all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Quest complete.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Oh, it's Jill.
It's good to have you back. I was worried.
Let's look together. There's one. There's one for you, Brunette. There's one for the picture book. There's one for the picture book. And that is a good place to finish off for the day as well, because I actually have to go into the office tomorrow for work, so that means I've got to finish on time for once, which sucks, but it is the way it is for today. Let's say thanks to this lovely bunch of legends who are going to scroll up the screen here. Man Like Chuckles, thank you for the bits. And Sodeo Ventus. I don't know why it's not listing those sound alerts, people, but thank you for the bits today. Mods, thank you for modding. Vips, thank you for your vipping duties and chatters. Thanks everyone for being here and keeping me company as we have worked through this epic one tonight. Titan, like, just done. Dusted away. We've started building an airship, which is quite nice. Got a few marks to do in the next stream. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Some more interesting stuff coming up. And we have to keep Gav's hands off of Jill there. Just keep an eye on that one, you know what I'm saying? Well, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the video, you YouTube folks. Also, check out the playlist section for many other Final Fantasy entries. Go find your favorite one and maybe take a look at the playthrough that went on there. And most of all, come join the stream live, twitch.tv/JamesD85. That is it for me for this one. And we'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye for now.